We got to put that man in a box.
Can you? Where would you find the box?
I don't mean a coffin, by the way. I just mean like a glass box. I'm not saying kill him. I'm just saying like let's just restrain him.
With a box. Of all things, what about like a straight jacket, maybe some handcuffs? Why a glass box? You want to put him on display somewhere?
Well, he has more freedom in a box than if he's just stuck like this, you know?
True.
Don't want him to hug himself.
But guys, we'll have to return to this later, and we will. We will. As Scoots must be punished. But first, we are going to go back into the match. Yes, we do have a match on our hands. It's Virtus.pro and LDLC. It is LDLC's pick, Inferno, and this is certainly a situation where Virtus.pro need to step things up right now.
I know. Oh, wow. Stalin's in the game. Giving gifts away. Shout out to Stalin.
Goodness. So shout out to Stalin.
We have aggression from the CTs on Banana, and that's not going to pay off as Neo does fall down early, and it is going to be a train coming in from LDLC, although they have been slowed down by the smoke. Snax going to take an angle, but nothing doing just yet. So an early advantage here for the Frenchmen versus the Poles, who may RIP in Pierogi if they are not too careful here.
Well, Virtus.pro at the moment playing very tentatively as they are awaiting. They know something's coming very, very soon, and they're on there at the edge of their seats. In anticipation there, Snax going to spot one. That's going to cue Pasha to go in. Oh, great peeks coming in from Virtus.pro, holding it down. The bomb is there at their feet, under their control, and now the rotation comes in, and LDLC are without much to do except clutch like beasts, find those heads with the Glocks.
Coming in here from CT Spawn, and Happy does take down TaZ and byali as well, so this is turning on its head here. Now it's suddenly a 1v2 DDK.
Yeah, great stuff there, that on the flank, and we'll have to see if Happy's able to just finish it off, but he's only got 25 points of health, so a couple bullets to the chest will be enough to drop him as he's going to make his way in. It's one player at the back and one behind the fountain. Snax is going to take the frag, and it was a nice attempt by Happy, but he wasn't able to finish it off, and Virtus.pro get a good start.
Yeah, that was a really good flank, and it did put things, did balance things here, and I am waving my hands at DDK right now.
Stop doing it.
It wasn't enough for LDLC, and Virtus.pro will start one round up.
You know, it makes me nervous, James, when you wave your hands.
I don't even know what to say about that.
Oh, CZs, Scout, shenanigans.
I'm a man of the Mag 7. I believe in shotguns. I love shotguns.
They're about to explode onto Virtus.pro. Ready to go at any moment. And as TaZ repositions inside the site, and Pasha on CT Arch, great position. Oh, going to get tagged very badly there by the Scout. Very good work from LDLC. Going to go in now with the CZs. They're going to pick up one frag. TaZ will fall. As Virtus.pro, not much to do but let them onto the site at the moment. byali in a very strong position over in the pits. As we have, LDLC are getting down and dirty now, jumping in on top of byali, taking him down. Pasha coming in from quad. The bomb is going to get planted, as Pasha now is the last hope remaining, and there's 4 players left alive. That's massive now. They're going to be able to pick up all the weapons. What a disaster for the Poles.
That was a crazy round there. Virtus.pro getting straight up slaughtered by the guys who are on a 1-0 deficit there. You've got the Chernobyl P90 coming out there for kioShiMa. We've got, again, shoxy. shoxy loves his Nova, doesn't he? How can you not like a man who has a pump shotgun?
I don't know, but Virtus.pro, they want to remove it from him forcibly with that pistol armor buy, so they are going to go all in on this one.
You can see they're playing the very close angles. They're looking for full spray downs, but also from that range, as they pass, should they pass, those CZ bullets will be a one-shot death, even if there are helmets involved. So LDLC will have to be careful. Got to check the nooks and crannies there. Crannies, not grannies, DDK.
All right, didn't have to clarify. Not this time, at least. So LDLC are going to be slowly making their way in. SmithZz looking for the peak, trying to keep that rotation delayed by applying that threat towards the B site. Oh, does find even a pick onto Snax, as Virtus.pro ready to go in. Great little movement there before the push does come in, and that's going to find Virtus.pro just one frag so far, but the man advantage for LDLC currently, as they are making their way in slowly.
If VP can stack the right sites at the right time, with the time running out here, they could get some massive frags.
There's
one, second one as well.
It's a very nasty result there for LDLC, as they're now 2-on-2. The bomb is dropped precariously, towards that CT arch. There's Pasha. Oh, they do know where he is now. It's going to be hard to get out of there. It's getting lower and lower. Neo is coming in from the back. And Neo is going to have to do it with the P90. Picking that one up. And it's going to be 9 seconds left to plant the bomb. Neo going to go in. Going to be spraying down the P90. Oh, can't quite find the frag inside. But the spray is strong. It's just one left. Point health. Oh my god. Can't even speak. 1 point of health left. Able to do it with that P90. Great stuff there from Neo. Will get the defuse. And I'm just here with my jaw just dropped open.
We could be in for a slobbing off of people.
I mean, that was just craziness.
It's still early days here, but these are going down to the wire. And Virtus.pro Eco LDLC straight back up in their grills. And LDLC going to come out with that full buy now. Got all the AKs, all the nades coming out. Let's look at where these players choose to run. No AWP for either side. We are having a 4-man presence. Neo could be in trouble. He's going to back off after throwing the nade. Going to get NBK down to 53 HP. That is some chunky damage there. NBK taking a nade to the face, and they are still going to keep pushing up Banana with 1 man holding the flank at mid.
Well, this is a very standard play, isn't it, coming out from LDLC, but they're going to try to make it work. In goes the HE. A lot of damage done by that as kioShiMa will fall. Here comes the spray down. Snax able to pick up 1 as Neo cycles around the smoke. Scanning for heads. He's going to go for the spray, but he is now found out. Trying to make the best of it as he jumps up on the course. Great repositioning there from Neo. Does take a frag as shox does get the response, but he's the last man left now on 1 health. Not much to do now as Neo will finish him off, put him out of his misery for the 3-1 scoreline. Virtus.pro can breathe a sigh of relief now as they are starting to build a little bit of cash, just keeping LDLC down enough to force the eco.
TaZ and kioShiMa yet to reach the scoreboard here, and the money not looking fantastic for LDLC at the moment. Virtus.pro will be happy that the T's only have 1 round so far. Obviously, they're going to need a considerable amount to be in an ideal situation going into the second half here. So far, so good for Virtus.pro, despite some very shaky rounds and narrow victories there. Aggressive smoke down Banana will allow them to control the bomb site for a considerable amount of time. That can be re-smoked from the A bomb site as well. So LDLC will be forced to slow down somewhat in this round.
So shox with a smoke and 2 flashes. Where are those going to go? I do wonder as Pasha re-smokes middle. Bomb is down so far over at the T-slope, giving them options as they are looking for picks. And Virtus.pro so far look to be in a very defensive posture.
Quite interestingly, despite the aggressive smoke on Banana, Virtus.pro have chosen to play from the site using the range against the CZs there to try and avoid getting the spray down. You can see the same thing happening on the A-bomb site as we have someone playing from library rather than from up on arch, but here comes the pusher from their T's.
And it goes very hard, very fast, but only 1 frag to be found. Virtus deflecting it so far. Oh, the kills coming in, they're falling like dominoes. And that was almost too easy. LDLC really trying their best there. They had only a couple flashes in the smoke grenade though, so not really all that much utility in that one. And in comes the buy for them.
Minimal damage there for the CTs, only losing 1 man. You can see the money differential right now post buy. LDLC with nothing in the bank. Virtus.pro with enough for another purchase if they lose a round, which will be important. Got a 3-man push down Banana now, maybe looking to close off half the map early. We do have spray through the smoke. Neo's going to be down to 50 HP because of a Molotov. So that will be a little war of attrition there. kioShiMa left on 29 HP. But that is Banana secure, which means that LDLC will have only 1 option really in terms of bomb sites for a considerable amount of time here. We do have 2 CTs pushing back, as per usual.
Lots of pressure now on Virtus.pro for this crossfire. Pasha, byali holding it down. TaZ even picking up a kill over towards the balcony. And once again, LDLC aren't really able to make the entries they need. Virtus.pro playing the round perfectly after forcing LDLC up middle. And SmithZz now against 5 players, his best bet is to do some damage. Find some damage somehow, some way, remove some weapons, force some rebuys. It's all he can hope to do. And so far, we'll pick up 1 at the very least. But that bomb is certainly never going to reach his hands. Going to go in for more damage. Does look like he's going to pick up another one. Snax, this is starting to get a little bit worrisome for Virtus.pro. So you're going to smoke him off and pick him off through that smoke.
Indeed, that's another round to the good here for Virtus.pro. 4-round lead at the moment. They're going to want to extend that round lead quite considerably, this being a CT-heavy map. Let's see what LDLC have in mind here. They still aren't in a fantastic position to go for the full buy here, happy with only $1,500. However, he has gone for the armor, helmet, and the CZ, so they've made a considerable investment into this round. 2,500, not including nades and armor here for the terrorist side. Looks like we are going to see a potential train here through apps. They might throw a smoke onto balcony to try and cover their offense a little bit, but we'll see what the general plan is here.
And Virtus.pro have actually sniffed out this to some degree. We're seeing a repositioning as they start to be a bit more defensive. In comes the push as byali readies himself up, but TaZ, that's some great tracking there with the M4, able to pick off 2 already. And once again, it's looking very grim indeed from LDLC. Not much damage accomplished. Looks like happy to be deflected, and kioShiMa face planting into the pit as Virtus pick up another round. And LDLC, what do they have in the bag of tricks for this this buy-up? Oh, actually going to see SmithZz with the AWP. A very interesting purchase against Virtus.
Indeed, looks like they're going to play for the pick and then the push. Let's see if anyone is going to challenge him. There are no AWPs. Actually, we can't actually see what gun Pash has at the moment, so we'll just double escape there. They have got full M4, so we may not see a challenge here for SmithZz, and with the right smokes in the right places, he may be eliminated from the game. We do have a double stack on Banana, so if the CTs get too aggressive, it may be in trouble. The first frag does go to the CTs, however.
Yeah, that's a great idea, not quite being executed though, as Virtus.pro able to pick up a couple frags early into the round. This is certainly going to spell trouble for LDLC as they're left without many options unless someone goes huge. Pasha once more going in for the challenge, gonna pick off kioShiMa, and things get worse and worse. And SmithZz has a nice new shiny AWP, but nobody to shoot just yet, and the rest of his team so far are laying up dead. Neo gonna come in for the flank. Insult added to injury. shox only able to get 1. And Virtus looking much like LDLC did in their games against everybody else today so far.
Virtus.pro are angry. They're making LDLC look like yesterday's news right now. Another full buy coming out for Virtus.pro. And LDLC with a mixed buy, to say the least. We have 2 AKs at the moment. We'll see if Happy whips out Galil or if he will save that extra $2,000. Seems like he will. So we do have full grenades here. And they've managed to get 3 AKs, in fact, and a Galil. We'll see if they have a set play in mind. They are spreading out across the map with 2 players in the early part of the mid area, going for the boost once again, and second mid push with the bomb here. So we'll see early days yet, and again, just going to try and get a nice pick on Banana, but the smoke isn't going to be pushed by Virtus.pro. They're not going to give LDLC the opportunity to shoot them if they can help it. And we have the double stack on the arch area for Virtus.pro as well. So both teams mixing up their tactics, currently working in Virtus.pro's favor. Let's see if this continues.
Yeah. Ready to go for the aggression very soon at least. Virtus.pro with this kind of posture definitely want to try to get some crossfire action, although as I say that byali does decide to fall back, and that's going to leave his teammate on arch out of Pasha kind of to smoke and also fall back. He doesn't have much support. Spawning 1 player, still they don't know quite what's happening just yet. The flash going to push Pasha back as LDLC slowly win more and more real estate on the map. Down goes the incendiary. Pasha unable to take the frag, although shox will get burned alive. And that's a 1-for-1 trade. LDLC still going in. Pushing on quad. byali with a nice delay as he is forced now to the defense in pit, able to pick off Happy. But TaZ going down. 2 more frags followed by LDLC as they go 2-1. Snax coming in onto the bomber, does take the frag, and oh, he might just get the defuse. He's going for the hold. He knows how far away the other player is, and oh, SmithZz so far away, unable to do anything. And Snax will win the round 8-1 now for Virtus.pro.
That was a fantastic round to watch. Pasha is notorious for throwing counter Molotovs in the arch area. Sees the bomb there, so there's only one CT player for Virtus.pro on the B bomb site. SmithZz is just holding B just in case, but by that time, there's no time left for them to push the site with the bomb. SmithZz goes for the flank on the remaining CT player. Does kill him, but he's too far away to stop the defuse.
Oh, they're going to go run straight through the Molotov, straight through the grenades, all the way onto Banana, into the embrace of Pasha's M4, but they do get 2 frags in the process. A great result now for LDLC, and as Pasha waits behind the smoke, resting for just a moment as the madness comes to a slow. We will see LDLC going for the rotation as Virtus.pro's defense is more than stretched across Inferno at the moment. byali on the site and TaZ over by Arch. It's going to be difficult though. If a man is to do it, it could very well be TaZ. Has to at least get 1 frag out of this. So slowly edge up. TaZ goes in for the face and he's going to get taken down by NBK. Great entry there. Now byali under a lot of pressure as they speed up the pace to try to crush his position. But byali now down to 8 points of health. The grenade, perfectly placed, will finish him off as the French side is going to recover from that opening, which looked quite nasty. And Pasha left only to save his rifle.
LDLC got 2 huge frags there with only 20 seconds elapsed in the match. In the round, sorry, which gave them all the time to play with and allowed them to, gave them basically all the options and had lots of time to deny the CT's information and stretch them across the map. And that's exactly what they did, and they just got nasty, meaty frags in that round, and that is going to allow them to get their economy back on track. Let's have a look at the money on the CT side here. They're ranging at about 8,000 plus, and they're going to get a bonus from this round as well, so not in trouble just yet. This is an excellent CT round so far for Virtus.pro, even despite this round loss.
Yeah, really nice recovery there. LDLC unable to really push into the B bomb site, and Virtus.pro holding on well so far. But the money is starting to get quite even as both teams vie for economic control. And LDLC could very well find their way back into the match very shortly, as Virtus.pro are going to be challenged on Banana, and Neo wants none of that. It's going to be falling all the way back.
Ooh, NBK is a human meat shield, always taking the nades down long, and he's going to be on 44 HP.
kioShiMa going in for the entries. First man in, finds nothing. Virtus.pro playing defensively, want to play for the retake, keep themselves alive. Snax trying to help out Neo with a flash. Neo gets into the site in the midst of all these terrorist players. Oh, NBK, shox, SmithZz all go down as Snax rushes through the smoke. He finds yet another one. kioShiMa now left in the cold in the corner of the bomb site, and that is going to be the end of kioShiMa. As Virtus.pro, something clicked. What was it? I don't know, but something has changed.
They're just pissed, man. They're pissed and they're hungry. This is a Sunday carvery right now. Virtus.pro, they want the gravy, they want the potatoes, they want the cauliflower, broccoli, everything. They're taking the whole plate, they're licking it as well. It's disgusting.
Oh my god.
Come on, let's go.
Let's do this.
9-2, this is serious.
It's a serious business here for Virtus.pro. Oh, Pasha wants to peek. They're flashed, they're blind, and he gets 2 easy frags. Oh my goodness, he couldn't even push. Finally, kioShiMa is going to find a response, but it's not looking good. They lost 3 players already. Snax is going to round the corner to find himself a frag, but it's going to have to be the grenade to block them off. But LDLC, they are running out of men, they're running out of life. And Virtus.pro have something new in their step. It's a certain virility found now, Virtus.pro. They look fantastic. Another clean round, and it felt like LDLC were in a position where they kind of got the money down enough for Virtus that, okay, they're going to get the momentum switch. But that key round 1, and it's all just falling away.
I think we've only seen like 1 set play push on the B bomb site here from LDLC.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm wondering if they're, like in my discussions with Cadian previously, we've looked at people who say do the same strat more than once, and the reason for that is they're tweaking it a little bit. Like it could work if you just change this. I'm wondering if that's their approach to the A sites at the moment. B is notorious for being a difficult site to take, but A isn't much better on this map. So it is going to be 10-2 here. This is huge for Virtus.pro, and it's going to put them in good stead to make this 1-1 between themselves and LDLC on this home and away system. Again, they did lose their home map of Cash, and this is going to be LDLC's pick after Virtus.pro ended up vetoing Cash themselves the second round. It is
a good point about running the same strats. Like there is always this element when teams go for a strat where they're like, okay guys, it actually worked. Like we actually found a weakness. we just weren't able to execute. Like we got into the right positions where we should theoretically have a big advantage, but we just didn't hit the shots, or they played out their minds. But it should work if we keep running that. And we're going to see the eco cleaned up here, but this is looking so strong. Do you think LDLC are going to be able to pull this back? I mean, it may be an impossible question to answer because it kind of relies on the pistol round now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just important that Virtus.pro are winning all these rounds. It's that they're winning them with a lot of people alive.
Yes.
In the early stages of this half, they had like 1 person alive, two people alive. But now in the mid to late stage, they have 4 people alive, 5 people alive, and that means that they are allowed to build a much stronger economy. You can see them all, apart from Pasha, above $10,000 now. And we are in the second last round of this map. The smoke is going to come down into the bottom of Banana. Great play there by Cadian on the viewership, just making some kind of bag around Neo for some reason.
Well, it's because he's alone there on Banana. He's going to be able to re-smoke that and hold it down alone. They have a floater who can go between B and A, and so far they're waiting on information before he actually goes for a rotation. Neo,
I haven't had a floater for a while, DDK. Sign of a bad diet.
Wow, you're going to go there. You're going to go for the toilet humor.
Let's do it.
I don't even know if that classifies as humor, but that's great, James. Great addition.
An awkward question mark.
Definitely. The push is going to come in as they look for the entries. And so far, Virtus have been doing very well in these situations. Already a pickup from Snax. As the bomb is dropped, the first man goes down and the bomb is dropped. It couldn't be worse for LDLC now, as they have to go and retrieve that. kioShiMa and SmithZz remaining now, as Virtus.pro sit happily on top of that bomb. Like a mother hen on its egg. They sit on the bomb as kioShiMa now is going to try to challenge. But Virtus.pro are not going to let anything happen. Nothing untoward to their package. And it's going to be a 12-2 scoreline where LDLC look to be, I don't know, they've just completely lost it. They've lost their momentum. Virtus.pro have thrown a novelty-sized wrench into the works.
The thing is, if LDLC can win this last round, and it looks like they might not. I mean, Pasha's got an auto-sniper here.
Oh,
he's gone all out. He's got the Manolo shoes. But if LDLC can win this last round and win the pistol, 4 rounds may prove to be very difficult for Virtus.pro to achieve on the T side. So you cannot count out LDLC right now. No.
It's very, very, very true. kioShiMa fancying his one league, but not quite going to find it just yet.
Yeah, he's not red-eye too yet.
He's not red-eye. No Juan League for him. Pasha's more than ready for this. And the thing is that Virtus.pro are very confident on these challenges. LDLC, they won these challenges previously against past opponents, but they're going to go in now and give it another go. So far, coming up with some good entries. Virtus.pro not without their power as well, able to pick up a couple frags as it goes 3-on-3. Severe lack of weapons now for Team-LDLC, but they're making it work, making the best of a bad situation. Snax going to go in, swiftly denied. NBK on the site. He is angry. Neo making his way in now. Oh, finds the head of NBK. That's a 1-on-1 now for Neo. Spraying down, but he's not going to be able to find it. Happy is going to take it on 5 health there. Couldn't have been closer. And LDLC, you can see a shot of them there.
This might sound completely insane, but that could end up being a very key round.
Oh yeah.
Depending on how the pistol goes. You know,
I agree.
If they get momentum like Virtus.pro just did,
it's like a charisma vacuum there, on like looking at the camera of LDLC, just all the positive vibes just sucked straight out of them. Virtus.pro don't look happy either. They're like, we could have won more rounds.
I told you, man, they're angry. Both teams looking very tense at the moment.
Yes. Here we go into the pistol round of the second half, where LDLC have quite the journey ahead, perhaps comparable to Lord of the Rings.
Who's Frodo?
NBK.
Who's Tyrion Lannister?
Let's not go there again. Let's leave Tyrion Lannister alone. So they are going to try to make their way in. There's a lot of smokes so far on the map, blocking off vision all over the place, and that's going to give a temporary halt rather to the situation. Neither team able to really make an aggression. SmithZz decides to just go Rambo down middle. It's going to find himself at the end of byali's Glock, as NBK does make his way onto a frag on Banana as well. A lot of real estate here for LDLC, but it's going to be the challenge up middle. Happy in the corner. Where's the support? Oh, there it is. shox finds himself too, and that's going to easily clear up the rest of the players. And LDLC, can it be? Could it be? Will it be?
Indeed, but if Virtus.pro buy anything at all in this eco round, then LDLC might be in trouble. We've seen the power of the Virtus.pro eco round before. We may see it again here. They've got 2 ZZs on deck, and they may make LDLC walk the plank here, so they're going to have to be careful. We've got again, we've got kioShiMa now, a big popper pump. We've got P90s, FAMASs, M4s. We've got a tombola of weapons here for LDLC. Can they make them work? That is a question. We've got a 3-man stack on quad/pit, so they may have some intel, but shox is going to run back just in case, as that would leave them blind to the arch area. So a small gamble there in case of a fast push here by Virtus.pro, but it wasn't to be, and they will go back to more common positions. Looks like kioShiMa's going to hold the boiler area with that shotgun, and he may find some action soon.
They are setting up for the push, and they are forced to do so as Neo down to 3 health, and SmithZz now 26. Ready to go in.
Look at the rotation from the CTs. We've got 4 on A now, and the bomb is going towards B. So this could be fantastic for Virtus.pro if they can get there fast enough.
It's a lovely fake, and so far LDLC buying the bait. They're slowly rotating a player back towards B now, so the window is closing rapidly. Virtus.pro, did they miss that window? Only time will tell. Happy with the P90, going to town on them. That's 2 quick frags. That's going to open up NBK and shox to make a couple more. Snax in trouble with that P250, unable to find another frag, and look at that. LDLC with just pretty much everybody below 50% health, and only 1 frag found for Virtus.pro. They've got to be a bit gutted about that, as LDLC are building the bank.
The push from Virtus.pro had potential, however, the bomb carrier died facing the wrong way and threw the bomb away from site towards CT, which gave the CTs a fantastic angle where there was no cover for the Ts to get the bomb and plant it, so they don't get any bomb plant money and don't get around, so that was really sad there for Virtus.pro.
Oh my god. Do LDLC care? I don't think so.
I told you once, I'll tell you again, SmithZz is French Rambo.
He is French. Dude, I'm starting to believe it.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm starting to believe
since he
in
joined
French Rambo.
Since he joined LDLC, he just has no care for life. He just doesn't give a damn. He will find you.
It's like he gave up on life and he just doesn't care anymore. That's actually really true. I've noticed that as well.
He has no sympathy. He has no empathy. He will find you and he will gun bite you.
He has no human life, James.
He has no regard for human life.
All right, so Virtus.pro going to be working on those AKs now. They have Banana under control, but look at SmithZz. He is just exposed in middle. Going to actually finally back away. And Virtus.pro have not every part of the map that they want just yet, but they do have Banana, and they are working on apartments as well. These apartments, I wouldn't want to buy them. They're in a bit of a state, but Virtus.pro are happy to take it away from LDLC for the time being.
It's interesting to see how the LDLC team play the AWP on this map, because there's a lot of different ways you can play it. You can play it in apps with bait/support if the AWP is playing near the balcony and you've got someone in bedroom. You can do the same with Arch as well if you have a 2-man stack. And you can do it the way Pasha does it, where he does it with a Molotov and he throws it on the corner if he needs to retreat. You can play it from library if you're passive. You can just go straight down mid and YOLO through to second mid. You know, there's a lot of ways, and that's without even mentioning B. So there's a lot of ways for the AWP to be used, and it is going to slow down the round. The mere fact that it's on the map as well.
He's baiting kioShiMa there in the corner as well, or rather, kioShiMa's baiting the AWP. The oldest trick in the book. The oldest trick in the book. TaZ is quickly going to check it, but they look at this. There it is, the 1-on-1. Neo will find the frag in the corner. kioShiMa going down, but SmithZz will get a return onto byali. In the back, still over by the library. SmithZz, saved by shox again, as Snax is going to come in from the balcony, and they are just coming in dribs and drabs, and that's not going to cut it this time, as another round picked up by LDLC, and now only 5 away from tying up the game, and the momentum is starting to really come into play. Their money is not actually that great, all things considered, but it will do for now.
And I really do feel like keeping them on 12 and not 13 is a massive factor in this map, because 13 gives so much less margin for error here from the side playing the catch-up. And again, 4 rounds is very difficult, as we are seeing, to get on the C side when the CT side is playing really, really solid.
Happy holding down mouse 1, and that's going to gift him 3 frags in a row as the eco comes into his embrace, and that's going to be a pretty nice round there for LDLC to build that bank even more. How do you see this match going now, James? What is, or actually, you're going to make a point there.
I have a question myself, and that is,
yes.
despite the massive lead that Virtus.pro had/have, when you are on the receiving end of the CT abuse on this map, how do you keep up morale, momentum, and stay sharp when you're just getting beat down like this?
It's really difficult as well because you will have run certain strategies, and wow, we can see TaZ, you know, with 4 frags there, and same with kioShiMa. So, although on the CT side it can be a bit more excusable because although we are in the second half now, so actually no, I can find no excuse.
It's interesting to note. We should have a look at where kioShiMa is actually playing as well.
Hold that thought, because shox is going in through apartments. Will they expect this? Oh, he's going to find the frag. Snax will get taken down by shox as he will swiftly back himself up, and that's 1 for 3. And oh my God, SmithZz! What is happening to SmithZz right now? Just hiding in the smoke in the middle of everything with the AWP as kioShiMa is coming now onto the attack, but still just halted. shox just immovable from the pit.
This is really bad for VP. They've got a AWP as well, and you can see it in action there, but can they save it? Or can they even turn this round around?
Uh-oh, NBK coming from the back, ready to wreak havoc. Oh, that is such a sneaky smoke. NBK, you are a genius. I love that smoke. Pasha able to pick up a frag though, and they really want to remove this AWP, as you mentioned, from Pasha. Actually, maybe Pasha just wants to go for this. Oh, actually going to get taken down by Happy, but James, explain why NBK is a genius, please.
Well,
or did you miss it?
He threw the smoke considerably behind him to give the impression to his opponents that he was playing the site, or possibly playing behind car, or possibly playing behind the sandbags, when in fact he was nowhere near there, and he had a much more aggressive position.
What a badass.
So people would be less inclined to check that corner and just walk past and get shot in the air.
Do bids make you smarter?
I don't know.
It's not working for me.
No.
SmithZz is going to go for the peek down middle, and he's been at liberty to do this quite often in this match so far. And Virtus.pro taking it pretty easy at the moment on apartments. Not much presence on Banana yet though, as LDLC are going to work this out sooner or later, and perhaps they will challenge it. But here we go, Virtus make the move now up Banana, and there is a Molotov to deter them just for now.
It's like they're playing Quasar with the lines.
Yes, Quasar. I haven't done Quasar in ages.
I used to play Quasar. Last time I played it, at the end, my ticket said, like a lamb to the slaughter.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not a
compliment.
I don't think that's a compliment, James.
I'm silver 3 when it comes to Quasar.
Oh, dear. NBK is ready for a push. Virtus.pro, once again, just keeping their options open as they have apartments, Banana, and everything to play with, apart from time, as it's slowly running down at this point. Gonna have to be working on a play. They haven't baited out a huge quantity of grenades just yet. There's still a smoke on to Happy at the moment, and ample flashes and even Molotovs. So
25 seconds left, and the bomb is still bottom mid. Looks like it is going to be the B push, and SmithZz has only just rotated back to the site from Speedway.
Oh, he's ready though, going to hop up onto the coils. Misses the first hip shot. Can he find himself another one? NBK in the back of the site, ready to cause havoc. SmithZz coming in, going to distract them momentarily, but NBK cannot capitalize. Oh, what a snap from SmithZz, and they managed to pull it off. LDLC, it wasn't looking good on the entry, but all of a sudden, they explode, and Virtus.pro find themselves 2 rounds away from being in a tie game situation. This is certainly problems.
Virtus.pro, I don't think, have won a single round on this half, and you can see that they're trying to significantly change things. I went for like a Na'Vi style play there, but it didn't really work out for them, and that's going to be a quick pick on during the eco for LDLC. But while this is an eco, again, Virtus.pro just clutching at straws here, not really sure what to do, and they're just getting flanked massively by LDLC.
Oh wow, that's a nice pick there from TaZ, although I imagine damage is not really much to get excited about. But I like getting excited, James. I like to be excited.
Well, you should be excited about this situation right now, because it is 3 versus 2. TaZ 3 HP, but kioShiMa on 15. So this has turned into an actually winnable round here if Virtus.pro play their card right.
Yes, well, the lack of Kevlar is going to be very problematic. Snax, though, has found himself an M4, and NBK is pushing the boundaries as time goes on. Oh, that's a great frag there from NBK. Very fast reactions. effectively cutting off B. NBK has been playing so well recently. He's been such a joy to watch, and I don't know if he's just found the perfect role or what, but I feel like this is the NBK we're seeing recently that we always knew was there.
LDLC seem to have found the ace of spades, as they are only in a one-round deficit despite having an atrocious start to the second half just by the score. And again, I don't believe Virtus.pro have won a single round yet, and they're going to have to figure something out. We have an aggressive push here. We may see nade splashes, all sorts of kitchen sink here from LDLC, and it's going to be 2 fast frags here for SmithZz.
Oh, what are they going to do about that? Bomb is down on Banana, that's spotted by LDLC, and they are reacting. Not actually pushing A just yet. I think they're just leaving it for Virtus now. Not going to take any aggressive risks, which is a smart approach from LDLC, as Virtus.pro are, feel perhaps a little bit forced to back away a little bit, just at least to clear out the flank, just in case there was a push. And now they wait. With a minute remaining, there's only waiting to be done, just to see if they can catch something.
This is turning into psychological warfare here. LDLC don't want to give Virtus.pro time to think. They just want to...
Here comes Happy, though. Oh, he spots one! That's going to be it, though. And NBK now tosses in the smoke. What do they do? What do they do? Do they run through the smoke? It looks like that's the answer. In goes the pop flash. That actually works. NBK forced backwards, but SmithZz has him covered. It's NBK now and SmithZz with the crossfire, and that's going to be the round. Great stuff there from LDLC, and Virtus.pro keep being... They're put in impossible situations so often.
Virtus.pro are in a position to buy here, and you will see the full buy coming out here. Short of nades will be Pasha of only the smoke, but this is a must-win round for them. They have lost round after round after round after round. You can see the money is almost maxed out here for LDLC. They are doing the same to Virtus.pro that Virtus.pro did to them, with the exception that Virtus.pro have no rounds on the board on the T side. So, what can Virtus.pro do with this? They need to change something. They need to find a way to break LDLC, but they haven't found the Bane to the Batman just yet.
They were looking so dominant, but now they are only looking to be a little bit desperate, trying to scrap together a round as the push does come in. Happy already able to defend against the push on B. Now they know, and one player can float around from the B side to reinforce A, but Virtus keeping the rotation open as SmithZz is already over by quad, and Neo scouts it out. They don't have to commit to it just yet, just with 50 seconds left on the clock. And that bomb is now being ferried over towards B. And LDLC looks like they've worked this out. They're putting a player back over towards B to reinforce. And this is going to be a very interesting situation. They've tried B plays before, but LDLC have been given ample time to work this out. They are even pushing apartments right now. They know, LDLC know everything. It's down to the execution, and that's 2 entries, only at the cost of byali, as shox is trying to hold down construction now. He's going to have to wait for his teammates as the smokes do fall. Virtus ready on the after plant. 3 on 3. In goes Snax soon. Ready for the peak. There it is. The spray down. Not able to find more than one. As it becomes a 2 on 2. As kioShiMa is going to make his way in. Scanning the back of the site. Nothing to be found just yet. shox coming in from the back on just 1 point of health. TaZ goes for the spray. There's a crossfire. It's not working. Neo, though, is able to take down shox. So 1-on-1. That bomb ticking away, and Neo gets the kill, and he's going to get the round there. Secured for Virtus.pro. They put 1 more on the board, but it's still a struggle.
It's about damn time. But the problem for Virtus.pro is LDLC have so much money, they cannot abuse the economy here. There is no economy to abuse for them. Virtus.pro, if they lose 1 round, they are done for. They won that round. They lost so many players that they still have absolutely no money. Again, we have the aggressive 3-man push down banana from LDLC. And in fact, it's going to be the AWP with backup here. And they're coming in, but byali's going to rip NBK's head off in 2.
Absolute madness there on Banana, as both teams try to keep control of it. Happy perhaps with the middle smoke, and thinking about it, but just going to back away instead.
It's worth noting here that this is one of the few rounds where Virtus.pro have had an early pick against LDLC. That's something they've lacked in a lot of these previous rounds on this half, and it's forced them to try and push with 25 seconds left on a full team in basically counter-terrorist positions here, which has been extremely hard and has failed every single time. So let's see how they can abuse this one-man advantage here. They've got nobody on Banana though, that's the problem. They can't, they're losing their options. The Banana flank is coming in slowly but surely, so Happy's got some NBK's got some information for his team.
That early warning system might just be helping them out massively as 2 frags do come in for LDLC on the defense. Virtus.pro stuck in the mud. They can't quite get themselves through onto the bomb site. In comes Neo though with the peek onto Happy, and Virtus.pro with the elimination. And it's going to be 14-12 as they edge ever closer to that 16 round.
The second wind is real here for Virtus.pro, and again, it's still going to be a difficult buy despite winning the round. We're going to have no money for nades on TaZ. His teammate's going to have to do all the lobbing for him. They are 1 round away from being on match points, are Virtus.pro, but again, if they lose this round, they could be in a very difficult position indeed. NBK going to get some early information on Banana.
Ready for this with the Molotov. It's going to, oh, wow, that forces Neo to actually go in, as the timing was very unfortunate for Neo. Wanted to go for a pick, stuck in front of the fire, and that's an early round pick there for LDLC. As you highlighted previously, not really often is that going towards the favor of Virtus, except the last round. So everything is still on the line. The Virtus.pro as they just keep themselves up on Banana, but there's no one actually on the other side of the map either. But luckily for Virtus, no one's pushing apartments just yet. Or middle.
I think they're just waiting for the CTs to exhaust their nades, but it's going to be a long wait now as a fresh smoke does come out, and with only 40 seconds on the clock, they're going to have to push here.
And in it comes. They are more than ready for this. Happy in an amazing position. That's 2 frags, almost the third. So low now, Pasha. And he will be susceptible to being sprayed down, or that HE might just connect. More damage, 6 health on Pasha left, and he's the last man standing. There's 3 players for LDLC going for this retake, and they're gonna execute. They deliver. Beautiful play from Happy, and that's gonna be the round for LDLC. Virtus.pro, they are losing grip of the match. It's slipping through their fingers as LDLC are coming back in this now. The money is not looking pretty.
Again, 1 round lost here for Virtus.pro. TaZ, 2100 in the bank at the beginning of this round. So what do they do here? It looks like they're going to have to go for the eco because they couldn't afford to lose 1 round, and you can see exactly why. The economy's not there. These guys are broke right now. We've got SmithZz in-house. They're going to have to go for the close quarters combat here and try and get a pick on the CTs, but Smiths have other ideas.
That's a double as well. Got a kill, hit Neo. Very, very depressing stuff there for Virtus.
Looks like he knows he hit Neo as well because he just sprayed half of his 2 clips into the smoke.
Oh my god, these meaty grenades. The Molotovs. It is a murder. It's a slaughter right now, and this is not even fair. They don't have armor, they don't have weapons. Looks like they're in a foreign country. It's not the way to be treated.
So Neo does buy an AWP, and he will throw it over to Pasha. So 14-14, the AWP play coming out here for Virtus.pro. Let's see if they have a solid tactic around this AWP. We've got SmithZz with the AWP as well, so I wonder if Pasha's going to go for an early pick here. Maybe the purchase is based on spawns, I'm not sure. But
and it might just be the challenge, but maybe not. We have seen SmithZz be very, very, very happy to just push down middle, but it's going to be the push down. Oh, SmithZz going to take down Neo. Early pick found again from LDLC.
Indeed, and now that leaves Virtus.pro on a crutch with 3 AKs and the AWP. So I do wonder what their play is going to be. I mean, it's now or never for them, really, because there isn't the money in the bank to make things work if they lose this round. And that smoke hasn't gone in its intended place. May give the T's a slight advantage.
This just keeps happening for Virtus.pro. They keep having to make do with less than they wanted, losing those players early. Pasha desperately looking for that pick, and he gets it. Beautiful stuff there from Pasha. Going to square things up, as it's going to actually result in shox rotating a little bit. Not fully, but just floating around as the rotation does come in for Virtus.pro. And there is a severe lack of time now, and LDLC know it.
Indeed, they're going to have to retreat and play the site and the pit position. They're going to put 2 in pit. And this hold is going to be everything here for both teams. 20 seconds remaining
Oh, that's a great entry there from Snax. kioShiMa falls miss. Oh, able to pick one off. That's the bomb as well. Oh, what? Oh, he actually died from just falling. He cratered. And this is just all a massive disaster. LDLC coming in. That's the 15th round for them. Virtus.pro, though, still, despite having low money, in with a chance to try to tie this game up for overtime. But that
was a modern tragedy, DDK.
It really was. They had the entry. They had the entry. Even SmithZz almost kind of messing up with the weapon switches, but still picking up 2 kills. The thing just before the guy hit the ground, just an unreal set of scenarios.
SmithZz being greedy. He wants all the guns, all the bullets, all the clips.
For all the days.
All the time. But yeah, that was so awful for Virtus.pro. They didn't leave themselves with enough time to play the Na'Vi style strat. If you're not Na'Vi, it is hard to make those timings come off, and we've seen it today on Inferno.
They did that smoke again behind the player, the CT. That's I haven't seen teams really use that as part of their standard repertoire. We can see Happy in front of the smoke purposely. Very interesting stuff. Pasha will challenge Happy. Happy though, ready for the peek. Does get the kill. That's a lot of info as well as he falls back. It seems like LDLC are ready for anything right now.
Yeah, they are playing the range game. As you can see, SmithZz in the library there with the auto sniper. So they are expecting this eco here. They have broken the bat, so to speak. And it is match point. This is brutal. And again, time running out for Virtus.pro. They're just going to run the clock down. They've got 3 grenades in the bank, so they could possibly
They're going to go for it. They're going to try to MacGyver something right now on the B bomb site. NBK just picking them to pieces. It is like a shooting gallery now for NBK. Snax the pop off kioShiMa. As shox will come in with the rifle. There it is. Going to be the kill, and LDLC take it 16-14. And you can see that they're happy, but there is also a degree of tension there. They knew that that was close.
That was close indeed, and to come back from such a massive deficit in the first half requires such determination and concentration. Yes. And it's like playing poker basically. If you make one mistake, that could be you out of the tournament there. So they had very little room for error there, but they made it work. They were solid, and again, that one round stopping Virtus.pro from getting to 13 and staying on 12 gives them. It's only one round, but it's such a massive cushion in comparison to if VP had 13 there. And as you saw, they would have potentially taken a match had they had that one extra round in the first half.
I mean, that was a really big result, and I mean, LDLC, they looked down and out for the count. VP finally finding their form. Well, Scoots, it's over to you. What did you guys make of it?
Thank you, gentlemen. I mean, what I made of it is, wow, nice start by Virtus.pro, but then 10 straight rounds by LDLC. The last round of the first half, and then game over.
Yeah, I mean, the first 14 rounds of that game were just like classic, as Duncan put it, Virtus.pro.
Yep.
They're like, LDLC just had no chance almost any round. They just got demolished everywhere they went. And then Happy won that final round. shox just ruined them on that second pistol round, and then all of a sudden there's a whole new beast on the server.
Yeah, I mean, in that game, like I said, even though LDLC had been in this incredible form and they just won this game here, Virtus.pro, they're no joke when they turn up on that map, Inferno particularly. And CT side, yeah, they were really dominant, but actually you kind of saw that even though they were in like full beast mode on CT side, they weren't very good on T side actually. Like the players, like the Pasha was dominating first half, he had like 20 kills. In the second half, I don't even know if he got above like 5 or 6 by the end of the whole half. So it wasn't actually that they were flowing as much as they just had the CT lockdown, but then their T side was actually not what you expect when they're on unbeatable form, and very impressive by LDLC that you can just run off that many on CT side. Like I think probably the standout performance was probably actually SmithZz, because so many times he would push up his CT, get the first kill, then get out clean completely. So it was already a 5v4 on CT side, and you have information to like stack a site then, and yeah, it was in this form they look unbeatable. I mean, if you can go down that much, you should lose to Virtus.pro there. They're one of the best Inferno teams.
And shox also had a couple of really crazy rounds. That pistol, 3 really nice P2000 shots, and then there's I think one of the first gun rounds where he got 3 kills in lane. It's completely mowed down Virtus.
I also feel like even though Virtus was so close to winning, it wasn't as close as it felt like, because like I said, the T side was really shaky, and then even worse, some of the rounds they won on CT were like crazy unlikely 1v2s and 1v1s, where actually most times you probably don't win those. The one that Neo had where he had the P90, you don't win that like more than 1 out of 10 times or something, so it could have been much worse for them. But I will throw this in as well as it was going for Virtus.pro, Pasha had 20 kills first half, the biceps were out, he was in full man mode, but you know, TaZ is a pretty big guy too. You can't hit him on your back as well, and you're trying to off people. Like,
it's a little heavy.
Come on, yeah. Eventually, that's going to tire you out, and you know.
And it's like it does like lean right to the point you made. It's you can go down 3-12, and it's far from over. And you know they obviously showed that.
What do you know? You get to play both halves, Scott.
Exactly.
Who knew?
Who knew? Crazy stuff. And again, in a balanced map too, that's even more important that you can do that. So that being said, this obviously sets a crazy stage for tomorrow's match with C9 and Virtus.pro. You know, if they tie, we go into some sort of tiebreaker, right?
Yeah, but something to point out is C9's round difference against the LDLC is weaker than Virtus.pro's.
Very
so
true.
That actually is a little advantage for. So
C9
for
basically really has to win both. Just to, obviously.
Well, or just demolish one and lose one very closely.
Yeah. Which, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it just sucks when it goes down to round difference because that stuff really shouldn't decide who.
Yeah,
goes
you
to.
want to win.
There really should be a
server.
tiebreaker in these scenarios, I think.
Maybe we can talk him into it. Overtime tiebreaker or some crazy. We'll talk to him afterwards. Maybe they'll change the rules for us. Well, that kind of wraps this up. We do have one more match. I think they explained to you guys on the stream. James said that we are going to do Fnatic and iBUYPOWER. So we're not going to use the main stage because the players are already ready. So we don't want to wait for both these teams to get up, reset, because that can take 15 to 30 minutes depending on computer issues, all that kind of stuff. So we are going to take a short break. But when we come back, though, Fnatic and iBUYPOWER are already ready in the other area. So they won't be on player cameras. But again, we get to go and rock and roll and show you this match instead of it being off stream. So we'll be right back. Get some food, get some drinks, whatever you need. See you in a few minutes.